The second reason a government oppresses people by taking away their rights to bear arms is so that they will mentally train people to fear guns and fear those who have guns, and lie to people by making them believe that guns are only for government. I don't know how many of you ever walk anywhere or take a bike anywhere, but I do a lot. And when I'm walking or riding my bike along the street, there are a lot of cars that pass me. And I know that at any moment, any of these cars that pass me can easily just turn their wheel, veer right into me, and hit me, potentially killing me or severely injuring me. And so far, out of the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cars that have passed me, not one of them have done that. Why is that? Every single one of these cars that pass me has the ability to kill me. So why don't they do it? Because most people are not murderers, and most people are responsible. It's the same thing with the gun. The government would have you believe otherwise. And I'm here to reveal the truth to you. I'm going to give you two illustrations to nail in my point. Number one, let's take the recent Dark Knight Rises shooting. He walks in there, throws off some gas bombs, and guns down 12 people. Now let's say all those people in the audience were armed. Second illustration. Recently there was a man who walked into a beauty salon and gunned down 8 women. Now let's say that those 8 women were armed, and assuming that they trained with their weapon, which I would hope anyone would do if they're going to carry such a weapon, I doubt that that man would have gunned down 8 women. I'm pretty sure that those 8 women would have lit his ass up. Now to my fourth and final point. And please listen, because this point is the most important point. When our founding forefathers started this country, they understood that they still needed to create a government. Because a people without a government has no rule equals chaos. But they knew that if a government had too much power, it would oppress the people. They understood that a rightful government was a limited government. The government cannot, down to the very last one, which essentially says, and if we left anything else out, the government can't do that either. It was to restrict government, not the people. It was to limit government so that the government fulfilled its rightful role, which was only to protect our life, our liberty, and our property, aka those who would murder us, those who would steal from us, and those who would enslave us, and to leave the people alone. The federal government was established to protect our life, our liberty, and our property as a whole nation. And the local government was established to protect our life, our liberty, and our property individually. So every single program that our government has that does not have to do with protecting our life, our liberty, and our property, those 3 things, that's it, needs to go. I'm going to point out a few of these programs that are very obvious. Number 1, the welfare program. I know it seems like a good thing, and in its essence it is a good thing, but it's not the government's thing. Essentially, at the root of it, what that program is doing is going to every single person in America and saying, you have to give us this money from every single paycheck that you make. Then taking that money by force, oh, if you do resist, we'll put you in jail. Or we'll put you in prison. Or we'll take everything you have. And then they take this money that they robbed from us and deprived from us, and they give it to another person. That's not right. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be programs to help people in need, but that's not the government's job. Programs like that should be privately owned or owned by people. And those who want to donate to such a program should be free to. Never should a person be forced to give their money to something that they don't believe in. Another program is programs that have to do with studying the stars and exploring space. These are great. I'm all for exploring space and studying the stars. But again, that's not the government's job. They should be owned by the people, and people that want to donate to that should be free to, not be forced to. Remember, the rightful place of government is to protect our life, our liberty, and our property. And that's it. Those three things. I also wanted to point out that the government has no right, being that the government is really just men like me and you with a badge or a suit. That said, the government has no right to tell you what you can consume, what you can grow, or what you can do with your body. You, as a human being, have the right to consume what you want to consume, to grow what you want to grow, and to do whatever you want to do with your body. If another man tells you otherwise, he is an oppressor. And this is what we have allowed our government to become. There are many more things that I want to say, but I'm going to end this video with the simple, basic essentials. America, please listen to me. America, now is the time. We have a window of opportunity, but that window is closing. We're growing up in a country with a government that is like a beast. Take responsibility. America, please listen to me. It's not too late. I submit to you that you stand for yourself, for your freedom, for your children, for their children, for our country, for your rights, for what is true. Times are getting darker, and we have very little freedom left. Please rise with me. Please stand with me. Together we can overcome this government. They are in treason. And this system that they have built needs to go. I do not stand for it. I will not take part. I will not stand by while this country goes towards a cliff. Please stand with me. Stand with me. Rise with me. Do everything you can. God bless America.